right now? Here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
Watch out!
Everybody listen to what y'all can rock my stuff. DJ who rich like the best stuff, or better than the altar. I can compare, still the need to compare, but compare with up here. When I am in here, I'm in without no fear. And everybody listen to what y'all can rock my stuff. DJ who rich like the best stuff, or better than the altar. Let me the way I really eat the way I keep them. I do it, even care. Put my feeling for what you get to do.
Hey, where you get that song? Where you get that? Hey, where you get that song? Where you get that? Hey.
All right. This is One Iam of Urban Revolution on Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com, a part of the Total Truth Broadcasting Network. And you can find Total Truth at totaltruthradio.com. And Debbie, are you having a conversation on the phone while I'm talking?
Hi, everybody. This is Debbie. Yes, I am on the phone. They are trying to solicit me to work on the Obama campaign. Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. Don't make me barf. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do is work on the Obama campaign. Because all them Republicans are looking like bird brains. My man couldn't even say what he thought with his little new thing.
No, let me tell you, with Herman Cain, he got to think about every word he's going to say now before he actually says it, because they are on his case.
I'm sorry, man. It don't take, when you become president, you're going to be like, hold on a minute. Let me go in the bathroom and think about what I said.
Other people write for you.
Okay, whatever, man.
Okay, and make sure you say all the right things and give you a teleprompter.
Whatever, okay, man. I don't want to hear it. Every last one of them Republicans that fell by the wayside as they making big jokes about them. Guess what? And they're just like retarded. They're retarded. So yeah, I'm going to work on the Obama get reelected
I tell you
campaign.
what, that Rick Perry, he does seem kind of slow, doesn't he?
Rick Perry slow.
You know how he leans over? He don't walk, he kind of falls forward.
The women said McCain and touched them in so many inappropriate ways. So when he get up there, where he go?
Not McCain. That's Herman Cain.
Herman Cain, whatever his name is, he's still a bird brain. All of them are bird brains.
So who's got the title? Mike Tyson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or Herman Cain as the groper champion of the world?
Right now. Herman does.
Herman Cain got the groping championship of the world.
Ooh, they was tearing him up on the talk show.
I heard Mike Tyson was bad with that groping, though. He get a whole handful.
I don't know.
Herman Cain, though. I heard Herman Cain just throw it up in there, though.
Yeah. They was dogging him today. The only person worse than him right now is the guy from Penn State.
This one lady, she said Herman Cain throw one hand up in the pocket, right? And he put the other one on the back of your head and pull it down toward him.
Oh, my goodness.
So, I don't know, man. I don't know if you could get some Republicans, just to say that, just to.
Well, man, let me tell you something. The radio station, every time I turn it on, they just making jokes like who's going to be the front runner because it seems nobody's strong enough. So I'm gonna have to go over there and turn Republican and run.
I don't think we've heard from whoever is going to be the nominee for the Republicans. I don't think we've heard from them yet. I think it's going to be a dark horse to come out.
Well, man, we only got about 11 more months, which going to end tomorrow. Tomorrow will be 11 months, and it'll be time to vote again.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't see anybody that could beat Obama in the crew that I'm looking at right now.
Well, anyway, y'all, good afternoon, good evening.
Good afternoon. You're listening to Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com, which is listener-supported radio. We appreciate it when you hit that donate button and give $1. I mean, just $1, man. And I'm grateful. I'm on my knees saying thank you and everything. And actually, looking to see if I can help you back in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? That's just the type of person I am. When you help me, I don't forget. So hit that donate button. give $1 if you can, and help keep this station on the air. What we gonna talk about today, basically, what happened was I had been doing a lot of, reporting on like the economy, like gentrification and the prison industrial complex, and how the government is squeezing the people and the population. It was just taking me down.
Yeah, because they kicked the people out of the park in New York.
Yeah, they kicked them out of the park, but I think a judge gave them the right to go.
No, the judge said no.
The judge said no?
The judge said no.
I thought the judge said they could go back in the park.
No, the judge said no. He
Really?
said he supports them not being able to be in the park.
But
the problem was they was going to move anyway. And they just kicked them out of
the park did look kind of cruddy to me. With all the tarps and all the junk they were bringing in, and you got bodily waste and all kind of things going on, and people not being able to sanitize themselves properly, this, that, and the other. I mean, there were some dangers building, I'm sure, with germs and all that kind of stuff going on for those people in the park.
Yeah.
Although I know it was free love and everything going on, but and some crimes and stuff was happening too. I had heard about a couple rapes, and as a matter of fact, they said one guy in Berkeley, I think they say he shot himself in the head in one of the occupied tents, but they were trying to get to the bottom of whether he did or whether he didn't shoot himself. I don't know. That's what the police were doing.
Well, I guess they just haven't really went to the right person and asked for their demands to be met.
They haven't went to anybody. That's the whole point of the Occupy movement. Everybody just hanging out in the park drinking beers. You know what I'm saying?
We need Jimi Hendrix out there.
Yeah, get some Purple Haze going.
Some Purple Haze or something going on. Because I don't see why you want to sit out there in the park if you ain't going to ask for something.
They're not going to sit out in the park too much longer because, winter's rolling in.
Yeah.
They're not in Detroit. I know they're not going to, especially they won't let you make a fire in the park.
Right.
How you going to stay down there in Grand Circus Park with no fire in the middle of the winter?
I think Occupy Detroit didn't fail by the wayside anyway. But anyway, well, I don't know, because a friend of mine went and marched with him a couple of weeks ago, so maybe it's not.
They get out, and march around a little bit around some building or something, and then go back to the park and hang out, smoke doobies and talk trash about how the bankers in New York are screwing everybody. Okay.
Man, everybody's screwing everybody.
I could sit here in the house and talk about how the bankers are screwing everybody.
I can too.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be out in the park. Man, what are we going to do about it? That's the question.
Let me tell you, people are going back finding stuff from years and years and years and years ago. Used to be a statute of limitation. Now they like, well, we can hold this over your head for 100 million years. If you live to be 100 million, we gonna hold it over your head.
Yeah. I think I still got an old car on my credit record from the early 90s. Some kind of way, every time they're supposed to throw it off, they kind of like renew it, like I just bought the car or something, today. Yeah, and messed up on it. Now the car's not even supposed to be on my credit record,
right?
At all, because it was, I wasn't responsible for the debt. It was somebody else that was responsible for the debt.
Well, you know how it go, man. I'm just really amazed at all the stuff that they just keep on finding. And the sad thing is, some of it you don't even know about. They be like, you owe this. Well, how do I owe this? I've never even heard of you before.
I'm going to tell you something. If you can send out letters to a bunch of people and say, like, you owe me $500, just send them out. Just shoot them out. Shoot out 5,000 letters. Right. You owe me $500. And just see how many people come, how many come back in with the money. Whether they owe it to you or not,
Yeah.
I'm sure you can make a lot of money. I'm sure a lot of people can make a lot of money doing that.
I'm gonna start sending out letters. Can everybody in here please send me your address so I can send y'all an IOU letter?
Yeah, we need a mailing list.
We need a mailing list of everybody that's in freedomslips.com. I'd like to send you my personal gratification and IOU letter.
Right, definitely. We need a mailing list. But anyway, like I was saying, I was into all that negativity and stuff like that, and it was bringing me down. So I decided to go out and look for something positive in the community that was going on, and see if it could lift my spirits, see if anything was positive going on at all, in the community. And I happened to run up on Nandi's Knowledge Cafe on 12511 Woodward Avenue, and it's in Highland Park. And it's a cafe where it's like a library or bookstore, and they have tables and chairs in there, and you can eat. They serve food, and you can also like read the books and material in there. They play nice music and everything, and light, nothing hard. I mean, nice reading music, and man, it was very comfortable in there. It's like being at home, only you were at home like among friends, like a lot of friends and stuff, and I felt like right at home in that place. And they had a lot of books and a lot of art and everything in there that I actually want to buy, and add to my library. I have a library here at my house, and they have a lot of material that I want to buy, and I'm definitely going to be going through there, buying some of that material. And they do a whole lot of different things. And the lady, the sister named Nandi, she runs an art gallery right next door to the cafe, to the Knowledge Cafe. So you get the cafe and its flavor and everything going, and then right next door you got an art gallery, with pictures for sale and everything. And they even have a space in there where they have speakers come in and talk to you. So I wanted to call Nandi and interview her, ask her about her shop and everything, and how she got something positive going in Highland Park. Because let me tell you, Highland Park is worse as far as the budget goes in Detroit. Dave Bean's talking about Detroit's going to be flat broke by February. And if the unions don't give up a lot of money and health benefits and everything else, then we're going to need an emergency manager to come in and just take the city over, somebody from the governor. So, but Highland Park's in worse shape. Let me tell you, Highland Park's in such bad shape that the utility company has come out and started taking the street lights out of the city. They just pulling the street lights right up out of the ground. Like, you haven't paid the bill. You're just gonna be in the dark from here on out at night. That's how bad it is in Highland Park. So I wanted to call Nandi and ask her about the shop and everything, and how she got it going, how she got it cracking, and what does it take to keep it going, and what kind of business are you doing in a city where most of the population lives in poverty? Why would you pick that spot of all the spots to be? Let me see. This is my first time making a Skype call. So I'm going to put this number in and see what happens. And I hope I put it in right. Debbie, does it look like I'm doing it right?
I have no idea. I don't use Skype.
You don't use Skype?
No, I don't like Skype.
We Skype every week.
I don't Skype. You Skype. I don't Skype. I don't like Skype.
I Skype. Okay. Well, I just called the number and add to the conference. But I don't hear it ringing. Oh, there it is.
Wow. Yeah.
Nandi.
Yeah.
This is One Iam. You live right now on Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com.
Hi,
how are
you doing?
I'm doing
good.
well.
Good.
I was just telling the audience about your shop in Highland Park, and I wanted to ask you a few questions about your shop. I told them about how comfortable I was down there, and how quaint and nice it was, and you know, the nice music that you play in there, and the books and everything that you have for sale, and people can come in and read them, and they're sitting down, and there's good food and everything being served. And then you have an art gallery next door and everything. And it was just a beautiful atmosphere and everything. And it's sitting right up in the middle of Highland Park, where like it's all kinds of poverty. And, you know, they're taking the street lights off the sidewalks and everything. So I'm like, you know, how long have you been at your Woodward Avenue location in Highland Park?
I've been here nearly 5 years.
5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Were you located somewhere else before you were at this location?
Yes, I had been at a flea market in Warren for about 10 years.
Oh, okay.
I've been many places. I used to be a vendor, so it's just led me to this. I figured after my boys grew up and got old enough and went out to school, I wanted to be stationary, so I've been here for 5 years.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. So you were like in a business incubator type, flea market type deal first.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then branched out from there into your own shops and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
You also operate like an art gallery next door to your Knowledge Cafe.
Yes.
And
right now, I'm just showing the art that I've accumulated over the years. I have original art, and I have wood art. Wood, I mean masks and statues.
Yeah. African masks and statues and different things like that, and different pieces. They're real nice pieces.
Thank you.
Artwork, and especially even the carpet has been painted in the art gallery.
Yeah, we were painting the art gallery, and we waste paint on the carpet. And I thought the young man that was painting, I said, "Hey, you know how to paint? Let's paint Adinkra symbols on the carpet." So we filled the carpet up with different Adinkra symbols, and then we added faces, and we even got like the Renaissance Center, and we wrote names in the carpet. It was beautiful. Yeah,
it turned out beautiful. You know, somebody might come in and buy the carpet.
I know. Well, I'll summon the brother, and he can do a piece for them.
Yeah.
So we have different events and things here.
Yeah.
Poetry every Thursday night is a regular.
Okay.
Then we have a lecture on a Friday night. It's a regular with Seti Tara Soon Seti.
Yeah,
every Friday night.
I was telling you, I wanted to get in contact with Sarah Sutton Seti. He does a Black Power lecture. And like I said, I listen to him on YouTube, and he talks about banging on the beast all the time. And, you know, he's got a point of view. It's an urban point of view that many of my listeners are not familiar with, I'm sure. You know, they might think it's totally racist or something or whatever. You know, but they don't really understand his urban point of view. So, you know, I did want to interview him and have him present that point of view to this audience, which I believe this audience is mostly white.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what? That's okay because everybody needs to learn the truth, and it's okay to know the truth. That's one thing in life. It's always okay to know the truth.
That's right.
And I don't knock on anybody's point of view because everybody's point of view is going to end up being somebody's point of view.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to have a wonder like, I wondered about that. You know, I thought about that. You know.
Yeah.
So it's okay. And Sadie is very approachable. So
yeah.
We are here at Nandi's. We're very approachable and so much knowledge here. If you don't believe it, there's plenty of books in here. You can do the research yourself.
Yep, do the research yourself. And like you said, that's what this network is all about. Revolution Radio, if freedom slips,
Yeah.
It's all about the truth. And we're in the Total Truth Broadcasting Network, So, when they're digging for that truth, they need to hear some more voices besides the ones that they're familiar with.
Yes, absolutely.
In order to get to the bottom of what exactly is the truth. And, we got a call-in number and everything. And if they don't like what Sadie's saying or whatever, don't think it's the truth, they can call in and rip him apart.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he likes that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, he likes that.
Yeah, because he's ready for him. He's knowledged up. He knows.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He just send you to the truth, and you can just research it yourself. So that's okay.
Yeah, I was over to your art gallery, and I listened to a brother, Robert X, over there, and he talked about the feminization of black men and how they were using chemicals, basically, doing chemical castration in the womb, and using different chemicals and et cetera. So and it was a very interesting lecture and everything. And I wanted to talk to him.
It is. It's amazing, the lectures here. You think about these things, but people don't, you'll be surprised how many people put research just into what they believe and what they thinking are. So it's okay to come to lectures here.
Yeah.
Because it's like going to a class. It really is like going to a class. We had Joshua Quasey here a couple of weeks ago, and he filled the place up with over 100 people, and his lecture was on Egypt, where we come from, up out of Egypt, and just him bringing up that red writing in the Bible, where did it come from? I always thought about that as a little kid, and I was just amazed to know where it came from. That's Jesus speaking. Okay, who said Jesus was speaking? So he brought that forth. So knowledge is power, brother. Knowledge is power.
It really is. Amen. Let me ask you this. When you were setting up your businesses and et cetera, did you run into a lot of government red tape and hurdles to jump in order to get your stuff up and running?
No, I just do my business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't bother with a lot of things. Just do what I do. This is what I do.
Yeah.
They don't bother me. I don't bother them. I'm just here to teach the people and the children. That's why I surround myself with these thousands of books that I have in here.
Oh yeah, and I see it like a lot of people that are very protective of you. Also,
are they really?
Yeah, because I came in there and I asked who was the owner and et cetera. They're like, "Who are you? What do you want?" You know what I'm saying? And they were giving me the third, the fourth, fifth degree and all that. Wow. And it was a sister too.
Yeah.
Really wanted to know what I was about and where I was coming from, and And
see, I don't bother nobody, so I do. People do care about me, and I care about them.
Amen.
We're just here to protect the knowledge and give the knowledge out, and we don't mean no harm.
Amen. I heard that. Okay, well, I just wanted to.
So to all the listeners, let them know I'm at 12511 Woodward in Highland Park. And my phone number is 313-865-1288. And that I appreciate you just walking in by a mishap and saying I like this place. And that's what happened. A lot of people, when they come in, they go, wow, I didn't know this was in the community.
Right.
And it's a beautiful place. You can eat and you can unwind and you can meet people who are on the same conversation that you're on. I mean, the government right now is just all full of red tape, blue tape, white tape. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But when you can put yourself amongst people who are on the same level, we can get through all this tape because it ain't that big of a deal.
Right. So are you doing, with all the poverty and et cetera in Highland Park, are your businesses able to make it? Are you doing enough business to stay open?
Well, I'm here. I'm open.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, people will just, the contributions or the donations that, I may not want this book, but here's a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
Or, that's what happens sometimes. And you can't get rich in this business when you're serving the community. So you are here for the people. And what happens out of my business is I see businesses flourishes because you want to meet people here. That may help your business. Yeah. Your business idea is what I mean, and grow from here. Like right now, there's a dance class going on downstairs, and the young man has big ideas for his dance class, and he's a wonderful teacher. Yeah. So he's going to take it to another level, but he started here at Nandi. He picked this place to start here. So
okay.
Start a business here at Nandi's. I will teach you some entrepreneurship skills. I've been at this thing for about 25 years.
Oh, you will. So you know what's happening then. Oh,
I do. When you're in business, you got so many ideas, but you can't do them all. So you want to share your ideas and you know what's going to work.
Right. Exactly. The call-in number is 347-688-2902. That number again is 347-688-2902. If any of the audience out there, listeners, have a question or something that you'd like to ask Nandi, by all means, call in and we'll ask her. Like she just said, she's been in it for 25 years. She knows what'll work. And I tell you, she got the Nellis Cafe right. And the art gallery.
That's right.
Yeah, and what's going on down there. Like she said, she's serving the community, which I really love that. It's like she's not all in it for money. Like a lot of these businesses and everything, they won't even give you a sandwich, to a hungry person, unless he pays for it.
Absolutely many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm happy to hear that you're that type of person and got that type of community business going. Debbie, anything you'd like to add or any questions or anything?
Nah, I mean, I'd have to check it out for myself. I ain't into badgering people. I ain't been in their place or establishment.
Well, we have passed by there a few times, and you were the one who really wanted to stop in there as well as me. And then I was at the gas station across the street, and someone said you had Ash Rock Quasi in there, but I didn't get a chance to come back that day. But I did get back, and when I got back, I was pleasantly surprised and everything. And it was just great. Now, you got a fundraiser coming up on like December the 2nd, right?
December the 2nd, we're doing a fundraiser at the Repertory Theater, and it's a black tie affair, and then we're going to come back to the cafe and have a dinner and a live band. Okay. And also December the 26th, we got a reggae party, and it's going to be hotter than July up in here. You don't think Bob Marley is in the building.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yes, and we're paying homage to some of our reggae legends who've gone, like Gregory Isaac.
Yeah. Night Nurse. I like that one.
Night Nurse. My favorite one. How do you know? Night Nurse.
Too. I don't need no doctor. Just give me that Night Nurse.
Right. Night Nurse. You got that right. Well, see, in the community, Nandi's is the Night Nurse.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah,
All right.
so brother who said he haven't stopped by and checked it out, you really do need to stop by and check it out. You're going to be happy that you did.
Yeah. Amen.
And I have great food. I cook for food for your soul.
See, I had 8 when I came in there, so I didn't really have the appetite.
Great banana pudding.
Yeah, I seen that. Verlinda was in there, and she came in. She came in from someplace else, especially for the banana pudding.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't do the banana pudding. You know, my mother makes a mean banana pudding and bread.
Oh, well, see, it'll be a home away from home because mine is mean too.
Yeah.
Well, she only.
Yeah, I got mine from old school.
She makes some bread pudding with some croissants. That's off the chain.
Oh, I bet that's good. Could you bring me one, please?
Yeah, I'm about to get her to make me a pan of it with the croissants, and then she make that custard to go on top, and oh my goodness, she bake it all together, and oh my goodness.
God.
It makes the bread seems wow.
Yeah.
Well, please bring me some. Maybe your mom got a job. She get me a dish once a week.
I know that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she likes.
See, there goes some business right there.
Some business right there.
For Mom.
That's what it's all about.
She loves to bake. I mean, you know, like during Christmas, people have her baking all kind of stuff, custards and.
Oh God, she old school. She makes that stuff when there's nothing in the house else to make, and we need some sweet. Okay, just wait a minute. I'll find something in here.
Well, she can't make that one thing that I've been wanting somebody to make, but I'm gonna have to find the recipe.
What is
I got
that?
half a recipe.
What is it?
It's called a sweet roll.
A sweet roll?
Oh.
Where you take butter, you take dough, and you roll the dough up. You take like dough and you beat it out and you flatten it out, and then you put brown sugar, cinnamon, butter, and beat some eggs and milk up, and then you bake it. Oh my goodness!
That sounds like a Cinnabon.
No, it's so good. My grandma.
Yeah, it is like a Cinnabon.
Yeah, my grandma used to make that. It was just really.
I picked up while I was in your cafe. I picked up the Knowledge Cafe, the UCC Connection, a review of the Uniform Commercial Code. So I can find out about my straw man, how to get free. So I'm definitely going to be reading that also.
Okay.
And I said I'm going to be back in there to pick up some of those books. You got a big one in there on Cochise and Geronimo. And I definitely want that one. You know, like my grandson is named Geronimo. And
well, he needs to know where his name come from.
Yeah, he needs to know where it came from and everything. And that big book would be great for him. Of course, he's only 4 years old right now.
Right.
It might be out of his reading area level right now, but we can hold it for him. And I'll definitely be back in. You know?
Okay, brother. Yes.
And I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Okay. And have me again and again and again.
Yes,
I hope to see y'all for that reggae party. I'm telling you, it's going to be really off. We're going to have a good time.
That's on the 26th of December.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. All right.
That weekend of Thanksgiving, you know, if you got family in town or you get bored, just come on down. It's only $5.
Yeah.
We're going to have good food that weekend, too. If you're tired of turkey and everything, come eat some Jamaica food, huh?
Is that the weekend of Christmas or
Thanksgiving? No, it's November. It's November the 26th.
Oh, November 26th. Oh, okay.
November the 26th, yes.
Look, that next week.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I might have to do that since I work from home.
You don't have to do that.
I'll be working some long hours.
Yeah, reggae, a reggae dance whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, roots reggae. We ain't talking about that old hip-hop reggae. We talking about roots reggae.
Oh, you talking about roots reggae, yeah.
Roots reggae,
Right, yeah, like Peter Tosh and all them.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Exactly, yeah, I like him. Yeah. Okay.
All right, then. Well, I'll see you soon.
Take care, and I'll see you soon.
All right, then. Peace and love.
Oh, yeah. Peace and love. Amen.
Yes.
Bye-bye. All right. That was Nandi over at Nandi's Knowledge Cafe. Beautiful place to go to on Woodward Avenue in Highland Park in Detroit. 12511 Woodward Avenue. Stop by, get some knowledge, say hi to Nandi, and help keep her in the community. You know, a jewel in the community. Now, next, what I wanted to do, that was something positive too. And guess what? You know what? My eyebrows are not down. You know, I'm feeling kind of good about what I just got through saying and all that. And I'm not all angry and bent out of shape. Okay, you listening to Urban Revolution on Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. I am One Iam, and on my right hand is Debbie.
Hi.
Debbie, and Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com is an affiliate of the Total Truth Broadcasting Network. And you can find the Total Truth Broadcasting Network at totaltruthradio.com. Okay, I got a call coming in. Let me see who wants to talk to me. See if I can get them in here. Hello, 331.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well.
Oh, good. Yeah, you got Tuesday night show.
You doing
good?
Yeah,
I'm doing good.
Well, who am I speaking with?
RVN.
RVN.
Yeah, I'm always in the room.
Okay.
I'm not in the room now.
Yeah, me either.
You either?
No, I'm not in the chat room.
Do you ever go in there? Or?
Yeah, I do go in there. I go in the chat room. I like it in the chat room.
Uh-huh.
Chat
Are you in
room's good.
Chicago?
I'm in Detroit, Michigan. Dead center. Detroit, Michigan. I got boxing gloves on, baby.
Oh, jeez.
I'm swinging.
Yeah, Detroit Rock City. Remember that band Kiss?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an old school song. Detroit Rock City.
Right.
Yeah.
They
So
still
Detroit,
around. Kiss is
is
still
there
around.
any,
Kiss is still around. They doing big business. They got Kiss everything.
Oh, he's doing movies and everything, that one guy.
Yeah, the one with the long tongue.
Yeah. Oh, they got huge money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, is Detroit coming back? Is there still a lot? Are they tearing down homes still, or?
They tearing down some homes, but when you got like 30,000 homes that need to be torn down, it's a slow process, because you can only get like 3,000 of them a year down. So.
Okay.
Well, today was a good day because 30 families that are very low income, very, very, very low income became homeowners today.
They did how?
Reverend Edgar Van and I think Vanguard took up some of the federal money and they reinvested in homes and built nice single family homes, and 30 lucky people out there got a home, so they have a home for Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, is Detroit coming back? Is that what you want to know?
Well, is there any, if they start taking a lot of the homes down, maybe that'll tempt some industry to come back. But too bad they just can't, even if they're building the manufacturing the parts in Japan and China or wherever. Too bad they can't come back, and set up shop, actually you guys we had the steel mills there in Chicago. That was the big thing that
I thought that was
away.
Pittsburgh. I thought Pittsburgh steel, was the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
That was Steel Town.
Well, in actuality, watch Detroit the first of the year because they're going to be booming because they will be doing mass hiring for the auto industries.
You think?
Really?
Yeah. A lot of the jobs are back. It's just people don't know about it.
Really? Well, the auto industry, like General Motors used to be over 300,000 employees, and now they down to like 70,000 employees or something. So I don't know how much of that auto industry is coming back. What do you think? Like 2,000, 3,000 jobs here and there?
I heard it's going to be a lot more.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, when I went to this on a dock somewhere, it was the other day, and I saw this forklift. It was they were juicing it up with hydrogen. I'm not
really?
kidding you, hydrogen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why can't they do that with our cars? I asked the guy. He goes, somebody somebody else just asked me the same thing. He says, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because that would be wonderful, man. That's clean. It's abundant. Yeah, you could create hydrogen from water and electricity. I understand.
Yeah. Is that what they had in the blimp? Is that what was the name of that blimp? Was hydrogen in the blimp? No, not the Goodyear blimp. The one that blew up the German.
Oh, that was the Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin or
was it hydrogen?
No, that was the Hindenburg. I'm sorry.
Was it hydrogen? Was it hydrogen in the blimp?
Was it? It was helium. It wasn't hydrogen.
Oh,
it was helium.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, hydrogen can be okay. I know what you're talking about. There's concern about that, but hell, the forklifts, that's a heavy piece of equipment, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
But the thing about them hydrogen tanks and everything, they usually set them like right behind the seat, you know, on the forklift.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at that like, I don't know. But then again, the batteries, you know, you're usually sitting on the battery on the forklift, you know, and I sat on the battery for 30 years, basically, at General Motors.
Did you guys know that they were taking hydrogen, like these, amateur, trying to make things up people? They were taking battery. They were creating the hydrogen right under the hood there. I mean, it's just a small, like a battery and water, and then shooting it down the carburetor. Now, not the fuel injection, but they were getting like 150, 60 miles to a gallon, like a mix. Yeah.
That sounds great.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm telling you. See, these are the kinds of jobs that this is what can really turn everything around. That's what I believe. You know, innovation. You know, Obama says he lied about everything. He said, well, I'm gonna, focus on alternative, clean energy. Yeah. Well, when is that? In another 10, 15 years? You'll be gone by then. And there's plenty of ways that we could turn our economy around. Don't you agree?
RB, and he gave a solar company like $500 million, and then they went bankrupt. They went bankrupt right after he gave them the money. Now you can get the corporation, but you can't get them, right? I don't know what's going on with that. It's almost like he had to know, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's got some. They got some stupid super committee on debt. Well, forget about the debt. Let's start working with fuel cells. I want to have a fuel cell outside my house, so I don't have to pay these crazy electric companies that want to raise up all the bills, for turbine. Yeah.
In Detroit, it's the gas company, man. Natural gas. Natural gas is like gold in Detroit, man.
Oh.
The price of it is just sky high. They're seeing you an $800 bill for 1 month like it's nothing.
Oh my God.
And then threaten you, like you're gonna pay it, we're gonna turn you off, and you don't want to get turned off, man, in January or December.
Right.
Trust me, you're gonna die up in the house if they turn you off.
Man, I feel you because I sleep outside a lot. I do, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But
why do you sleep outside?
I got a truck.
Oh, okay.
It's not right out in the elements, but geez, I don't use the heater a lot of the time.
Why do you sleep?
Like I'm out here now, huh?
It's a driver. Yeah.
Oh, you're a truck driver. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm way up in Wisconsin. It's going to get down to 26 tonight,
Yeah.
Really? Oh, well, it's only going to get down to 40 here.
You got to get you one of them truck stop ladies in there, man.
Oh yeah? To keep my feet warm?
Yeah, keep your feet warm. Get one of them body warmers up in there.
Yeah, that's right. I need an Eskimo lady.
There you go.
Well, I don't know. Right. They're having some bad weather in Alaska right now, so hey.
Yeah, they keep you warm though.
You know that Tom Skilling guy from WGN Radio? He's a weather, what is it called? A meteorologist to the nth degree. Well, he's got a house in Alaska. He loves Alaska. Alaska's an interesting place, as long as they don't keep dumping oil over there off of those Exxons.
Well,
you know?
yeah. Alaska gave us Sarah Palin. So yeah, it's a great place.
Yeah, sure it is. Not no more. Shoot.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Man.
Well,
I don't have any comment about her, man. What was it again? She thought Africa was a continent or something. Or what was that?
A country.
No. She thought it was a country, I guess. Is that how it went?
But it was a country. It's got several countries on the continent of Africa. Yeah. But she can see Russia from Alaska.
Right.
Sarah Palin. So
they're a bunch of goofballs. She's the well, I don't know. Those French, you know, they're a bunch of the Frenchies, they don't like anybody.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man.
I'm not saying. All right, you guys. Hey, tell everybody in the chat room hello, and that's about it, you know. So,
all right.
All right, you guys keep it going up there in Detroit, man. I know you're turning around, okay?
Thank you. You be careful on the road, man.
I know. Tell me. It's
don't drive tired.
There ain't nobody to call or to help you. You know?
Right.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Bye. That was a good call from RVN. He's a trucker. That's a good thing. You know, if goods don't move, we're in trouble. You know, you got to have goods moving up and down that highway and getting to the stores and et cetera. And these truckers and stuff, they do a job, you know, that we don't really think about, you know. And the kind of driving that they do and being away from home and everything. And really, you got to give them their props too, you know. Amen. Just like you give props to the troops, give props to the truckers.
Amen.
Amen.
Give props to all the working people who have to pay bills just to survive.
Amen. Props. Now, let me tell you about this guy here, Jerry Sandusky. You know, he was he's the Penn State rape.
He said he didn't touch those boys. He only showered with them, and the noise that they heard coming from the shower was just them popping the towels.
Let me say, he's the alleged pedophile over at Penn State. You know, one of the coaches and stuff over at Penn State that was allegedly messing with boys, you know, touching boys and doing things to boys.
What is it with people touching these children?
I don't know what it is. Why people go after children, I don't know. But let me tell you about this Jerry guy, Jerry Sandusky. He was allegedly seen raping a boy in the team's locker room shower. And another guy, Mike McQuarrie, reported seeing the rape occur in 2002. You know, he walks in, he looks in the shower or whatever, and there Jerry is like raping some 10-year-old or something. And according to him, and he reported it and everything, and nothing happened, basically. I guess he reported it to the wrong people. He didn't go to the police or whatever. They would have done something about it. I would think. Of course, you don't know, you know, when you're dealing with these football programs, because these football programs get away with murder because of the amount of money that they generate for the schools and for the states and everything. It's just unbelievable what they can get away with. And anyway, Bob Costa was doing a telephone interview with Jerry Sandusky about whether or not he was a pedophile or not. And at one point, Costa asked the retired coach, charged with 40 counts of child sexual abuse, if he fits the classic MO of many pedophiles, by gaining the trust of many young people, but not abusing all of them. So he asked him, you know, do you fit the typical profile of a pedophile? You know, you get some of the boys and not all the boys. You know, some of them you get, some of them you don't get. And
just
then,
the ones he find attractive.
And then it's like when somebody say you're a pedophile, then he can go to the ones that he didn't get, and everybody say, well, no, he never touched me, he never looked at me, he never done anything to me. He's a great guy. You know what I'm saying? So Bob Costa asked him, was he that type of person, and did he fit that profile? And his answer was, well, you think that I don't know. He said, well, you might think that I don't know. And then he laughed a little bit. And then he said, I didn't go around seeking out every young person for sexual needs that I've helped. Okay? He said, let me say that again. I didn't go around seeking out every young person for sexual needs that I've helped. You know, not every young person.
Just only the majority of them.
Just some of them. Okay? Basically, this is what he's saying, okay? And then he goes out, there are many that I didn't have, okay? He says there are many that I didn't have,
what
right?
What kind of statement is that?
And then he goes on to say, I hardly had any contact with who I have helped in many, many ways. Like there are many of the young kids that I didn't have.
Well, can I ask a question? Why was the school in such uproar and defending this man? If I thought that he had touched a child, I wouldn't have been supporting him. But all the crazy students were mad at everybody else.
Oh, they were mad because Joe Paterno, the other coach, got fired. But he knew about this Jerry Sandusky guy.
But that's my point is, what's wrong with those people that was mad?
You know why you know why when you find out about Jerry Sandusky being a pedophile and all that and you don't do nothing? You know why?
Because you probably want to.
Oh, okay. Exactly. You might be one yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you also don't, you don't tell, you keep a lid on everything and keep everything rolling and rocking like it's rocking. Now, when asked if he was sexually attracted to young boys, Sandusky replied, am I sexually attracted to underage boys? Okay, somebody asked you, are you sexually attracted to underage boys? You heard the question, right?
Yeah, I like underage boys.
And then but then immediately he goes, am I sexually attracted to underage? Don't repeat the question. You're trying to buy time. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you heard me right off the bat, you know. And then he asks the question again. And then sexually attracted? You know, no, I enjoy young people. I love to be around them. No, I'm not sexually attracted to young boys. Of course not, right? Okay.
Why can't people just give a straight answer?
Yeah. He hesitated.
It's got to be a roundabout answer.
Okay, he hesitated when asked about the numerous eyewitness accounts of his alleged sexual assaults on adolescents, you know. He goes, well, I could say that, you know, I have done some of those things, Sandusky said when asked by Costa if he's completely innocent and falsely accused in every aspect. He said he has done some of those things. Now, what things is he talking about that he has done some of them? You know, I don't know. Is he talking about horse playing with the kids or, you know, they called him naked in the shower with kids.
Yeah, but he said they were just playing around.
They were just playing. Okay. Oh, you a grown man.
When is the last time you got in the shower playing with a kid?
I'm naked. I'm sitting up there naked, like swinging. You know, in the shower with a big bush up over my jump. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the little kids is looking at me with their mouth open like, what's up with him? In the shower. We all naked. Is that the picture you're drawing?
I mean, I just want to know how many of y'all out there have really got in the shower and played with little kids?
I mean, who would get in the shower with a kid? You know what I'm saying? Even in a situation where it's like a communal type shower, maybe at a nudist colony or something, you know, you might, maybe, you know, if the kids are, you know, used to seeing that type
Not
of
even
thing.
in a nudist colony would I want to see.
In a nudist colony, everybody be naked, the kids and the parents and everything, and all the other people in the nudist colony.
That's
but
gross.
I just don't see Jerry just getting naked and getting in the shower with kids. He's talking about I touched him on the leg, and we were horse playing, snapping towels on each other's asses. You know what I'm saying?
If they ain't your own kids, why would you be playing with them like that?
I don't know. But I'm just trying to tell you how these football programs go. These people get away with murder basically in these football programs because of the amount of money that they do when they're filling up those stadiums and everything, and they're not paying them. They're not supposed to be paying them college athletes or anything any money. You know, otherwise they would be pros and stuff. Which takes me back to Jim Tressel. You know, he tendered his resignation back in May. And I had talked about Jim Tressel a long time ago. Remember how we used to, when he took care of Maurice Claret?
Right.
Me and you and I had conversations and stuff around what they did to Claret. You know, Jim Tressel. Okay, they got Jim, this right here is from ESPN.com. Jim Tressel, who guided Ohio State to its first national title in 34 years, resigned Monday. This is in May 30th, amid NCAA violations from a tattoo parlor scandal that sullied the image of one of the country's top football programs. After meeting with university officials, we agreed that it is in the best interest of Ohio State that I resign as head football coach, Tressel stated in a statement released by the university. The appreciation that wife Ellen and I have for the Buckeye Nation is immeasurable. Like Tressel made that statement. Number one, when you go in to get this job, to be the coach of the team, the football team for Ohio State University and all that, they're going to make you sign a resignation form on the way in. Okay? So when you screw up, they'll pull it out. It's already signed and you gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's why the university is reading this statement. You don't see Tressel on TV making a statement. Okay? But anyway, Ohio State spokesman Jim Lynch said he was unaware of any buyout or severance package. He added that Tressel had returned from vacation Sunday night and had met with athletic director Gene Smith, who then met with the staff. Tressel typed his resignation and submitted it to Smith, he said. Under terms of Tressel's contract, which was worth around $3.5 million a year, okay, through the 2014 season. Let me say that again, $3.5 million a year. Okay, this is what Tressel get through the 2014 season. Ohio State is not required to pay him any money or provide any benefits upon his resignation, right? Okay, he's making $3.5 million a year, and if he resigns, he don't get any money. So what are they gonna tell you? That he went in and resigned, right?
Right.
I don't think so. You know, they pulled out that paper that he signed on the way in and got rid of him. You know, when they found out that guys were getting tattoos and all this kind of stuff for free and all this kind of stuff at a certain tattoo parlor, you know, the athletes and everything. And they were signing sports memorabilia, and they had a racket going with that and this kind of stuff like that. But back in 2003, right around in that area, Maurice Claret, he's an American football running back for the Omaha Nighthawks of the United Football League, not the National Football League. But during his freshman year at the Ohio State University in 2003, he helped lead the Buckeyes to a national title. Not only helped, he basically was the one that just blew through and won the title for him. He was the running back. He was breaking records with the yards he was getting, and he basically won that national title. As a matter of fact, Debbie and I were living in Ohio at the time, in Columbus, Ohio.
Right.
And Columbus, Ohio is a football town. That's all it's about. It's Ohio State football. How about those Buckeyes? How about those Buckeyes? Buckeye, Buckeye, Buckeye. That's all you get is Buckeye, Buckeye.
When they play Michigan, there's nobody moving in the whole town.
The whole town shuts down when they're playing Michigan.
Down.
University of Michigan. And even when they're playing, you can go out and go to any mall and go anywhere you want and everything and drive around and all that because the shops are empty. People are at home watching those Buckeyes. So you can get anything done on a Buckeye game day. And basically, Trussell was running Columbus, Ohio through that football program. And Maurice Claret was getting cars from any dealership, certain dealerships that they would go to. He would call up and tell them what kind of car he wanted. And, what you want, a Hummer? You want a Jaguar? What you want? He called up, I want a Jaguar. He didn't even got to go get it. They delivered the Jaguar over to his house, okay?
Right.
Okay, somebody broke into one of the cars that Maurice Claret had and stole some stuff out of the car. And then Maurice Claret filed an insurance claim, and he inflated the amount of stuff that was stolen out of the car. As a matter of fact, he inflated it so much it was ridiculous. The amount that he had on there that they had took out of the car. So it looked like fraud. Okay. So anyway, the insurance company came at Maurice Claret for fraud, for inflating that theft claim, right? Mm-hmm. And then that put a little heat on the Ohio State football program, and Trussell then told Claret that I'm going to have to suspend you for a while. Basically, they suspended him from the football program, and basically it was just telling him, "Look, man, you chill out while this is hot. You screwed up a little bit. We're gonna suspend you when the heat's off and everything. You know what I'm saying? You come on back and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
And just chill out, man." But Maurice Claret, he's young, stupid, and everything. He don't know how the game is played. He gets all angry and mad because he got suspended, and he opens up his big mouth and starts telling all the stuff that's going on with the Ohio State football program. I'm getting cars. I'm getting money. You know what I'm saying? I got a job where I don't have to do anything but go over to the stadium and flick the lights off at night. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, something like that. That's all I got to do, and I get a big chunk of money, and, and he told them about, the football memorabilia that, we're signing footballs and jerseys and everything else for people and, selling these off, and then they keep them, got them while they were in college and everything, and they wait for their careers to blow up in the NFL and everything, and they've got all this memorabilia from when they were in college breaking records and everything, So Claret told all that stuff, how they were racketeering and doing everything at Ohio State University. He told them that in 2003, okay? They totally ignored what Claret was saying. As a matter of fact, they turned an attack around on Claret, suspended him, basically kicked him off the team and everything, and started coming after him real heavy, with the full power of the whole Ohio State University police, government, college connection. I mean, it all just came down on Claret. As a matter of fact, they had people coming in from everywhere trying to talk to Claret and tell him, "Look, man, this is bigger than you, man. Don't mess around." Even Jim Brown came in, great Jim Brown running back came in and told Claret, "You need to chill, man, because they're going to break you, man. You're not going to break this football program. They're going to break you." But Claret still wanted to fight him and all this, and he wanted to fight. And they wouldn't let him get into the draft and stuff like that after, he was suspended. He wanted to go right into the draft, but he hadn't done like 3 years or something, outside of high school or whatever. So, he fought and he won. He actually won, but then they overturned it in the appeals court and all this kind of stuff like this. But anyway, he started getting all kind of death threats and everything. I mean, serious death threats, death threats that scared him to the point where he started driving around. He started carrying guns on him, Maurice Claret. As a matter of fact, the police stopped him and picked him up, and he had like several guns in his car, AK-47, handguns, everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was scared, man. You mess around with these bookies and racketeers, man, and their money. You know what I'm saying? When you start messing around with Ohio State football. You feel me?
Yeah.
But, and then they said on top of that Claret had went down into the sports district of Columbus, Ohio, downtown. He had just won the national title for Ohio State University in 2002. It's like 2003. I mean, his face was known all over everywhere in Columbus. He couldn't go anywhere they didn't know him. Okay? They said Claret had went downtown in the sports district, okay, and stuck up 2 people with a .45 caliber handgun in an alley. Okay, in the sports district. And all he got was a cell phone from one of the people who he stuck up, and then they had him on charges for that and all kinds of different things. And I was saying back then what a dirty deal they had done to Claret and how they had destroyed his football career and everything. He'd be in the NFL right now, probably breaking records, had it not been for all this junk that happened after he inflated insurance claim. You know what I'm saying? And he did squill and bust on Trussell and whistle blew on Trussell and what was going on at that football program, but they pushed it under the table like it was nothing. I tell you what, when Claret said what he said, that whole program should have been shut down and an investigation should have been started, and Trussell should have been locked up way back in 2003. Just like right now, he resigning and he gonna walk away a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. Where's the jail time for Trussell? And the charges against him for racketeering and et cetera, and doing what he do. There are none. So I just wanted to bring that point out because I had got into several conversations with people at the time because it was in the news big in Columbus, and everybody was saying what a jerk Maurice Claret was, and maybe so because he didn't play the game like they normally play it. But at the same time, when he told what he whistle blew, that program should have been shut down and it should have been investigated then, And right now they trying to push this thing up under the rug, like just bring in another coach, send Trussell home. You know what I'm saying? And everything's okie dokie again. But it's not. The whole NCAA, the NCAA and whatever else needs to be investigated, looked at, because people are making a lot of money doing a whole lot of stuff they shouldn't be doing in those programs. And the ones that really aren't getting as much as they should get are the athletes. They try to act like, well, you're amateurs, we can't pay you. But at the same time, Trussell could make $3.5 million a year. You know what I'm saying? And he don't even run the ball. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. Okay, this is Urban Revolution on Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com.
I'm trying to figure out if 3 people out there could even tell me what you've been talking about.
3 people?
Yeah.
I don't know whether
besides Sarah Connor. Besides Sarah Connor.
Besides Sarah
Because
Connor.
everybody else in here, no matter what subject you just touched on, they don't call to talk on it. But soon
Call
as you
up,
finish it,
403.
we'll talk about it.
Yes, hello. Is this One Iam?
Yes, sir.
One Iam. This is Saskatchewan. How's it going tonight?
Oh, it's going real good. Good to hear from you.
Right on. I've been listening to your show all night here, and yeah, just wanted to know what the level of discontent was in Detroit these days.
Oh, man, the level of discontent is high, man. It's very high.
Are people outraged?
Yeah, we got Occupy Detroit. Well, people are blowed out, man, for the most part. They're not really outraged.
Can I ask a question? Where are you from?
Yeah.
You're from Canada?
I'm from Saskatchewan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing. But okay. Okay, so y'all not blowed out over there. Y'all got a better policy on a lot of different things. Okay. I was just wondering, because I was like about to say, are people blowed out everywhere? Because this is not a Detroit issue. This is an American issue.
You know how you just
Last
blowed
time
out?
I checked, this was a worldwide issue. This issue is the biggest uprise in human history.
Yeah.
I just went on CNN.com, and the headline is, "Have Pippa and boyfriend split? Got a question for Chaz Bono? Fat rapper drops 100 pounds.
Oh,
The Everest
man.
of great white sharks." This is what CNN's talking about, and we're going through the biggest uprise in human history.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Nobody seems to care. That's what I was just asking you. I'm like,
It's not that anybody seems to
we
care.
just be trying to talk about stuff and see what's going on in the world, see how people are feeling.
This is corporate-owned
and nobody
media.
seems to have a comment
What's
on nothing.
going on is people get their reality from CNN.com, from Fox News, from their television sets. They don't get the reality from their neighbor. They don't bother going out to even see who's occupying or how many people are there.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, I do, because I go out and I talk to, I know, let me say this, I live in a neighborhood, and I know over 200 people that live in my neighborhood. How many people can say that? In my immediate neighborhood.
Over 200.
I know over 200 people in my immediate neighborhood.
Well, that's
within
good.
the how many blocks is it here? It's 3 blocks over and 6 that way, and
We got like 900 houses in this community.
And out of them, I know 200 people in this community.
Well, I take my hat off to you. Most people don't know their next door neighbors.
Yeah.
People go out with me, they say, "Do you not know anybody in this neighborhood?" I'm like, I'm making my business to know who around me.
Yeah.
Because I want to know who's around me. I want to find out what's going on. I want to know what's going on. I want to, if I think something's going down, I want to be able to say, well, I know what she looked like. You know, it's a shame. Just a couple of weeks ago, this she, it ain't even really been a couple of weeks. For some reason, I don't know whether she lived over here or she just got called over here. She caught a cab over here. She got picked up by some guys, right? She was a tranny, and they took her out, and they cut her torso off, cut her head off, cut her arms off. They found her torso, but nobody
They found her
seems-
burned torso off the side of the freeway.
No head, no arms, no nothing. You know, and this is the type of society that we live in, but people are really caring about Chaz Bono getting married. Really? Chaz Bono having a sexual change operation. Did he win on, Dancing for the
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars. I mean, we care more about, what's the little boy, if he had
Kim
a baby
Kardashian.
or Kim Kardashian
fake wedding.
wedding. You know, like, are you serious?
It's the systematic dumbing down of a nation. It should be illegal. They should be brought to justice for completely brainwashing millions and millions of people.
Exactly.
It's just like, wow. I mean, I just can't believe the stuff that we got more reality. There's no real, if you want to watch real stuff about real life happenings, you have to watch the science fiction channel, the history channel, the any other channel other than a regular channel, because guess what? All that is reality TV that's on. That's all that's on is reality TV. You know, you can find out about the Atlanta Housewives. You can hear even Nene say, "I'm rich." And I'm looking at her like, look, okay, so you got $1 million. You think you're rich? What, you think $1 million? That's a long time. Matter of fact, let me just take that one step further. People that are really rich don't have to announce it to the world. It shows.
If you can count your money, you don't have none.
Right. She went out and said,
well, hey, this has even gone beyond people having money or not having money. This has gotten to the point where people don't have a place to stay at night. This has gotten to the point where people don't have food to put in their stomachs. The United States of America, unfortunately, with 49 million people under the poverty line, is a third world country.
Oh, yeah, that's terrible, man. That's terrible. Call it.
And it's a complete sin. It's outrageous. We're sending rockets into outer space while our education system is crap, while people don't have access to hospitals. It should be against the law. These people should be incarcerated. Those are crimes.
Yeah. Let me get another caller in here. Call at 8:30.
Gibber, hey, thanks for taking my call. Appreciate it.
All right.
How's it going, guys? This is Rick.
Hey, how's it going?
Or Officer Rick.
Officer Rick, all right.
How you guys doing?
What's going on, man? You really an officer?
Yeah, I was. I was a police officer here in Texas for a while.
Oh,
I was also a detention officer and corrections officer and jailer and all that there.
Don't arrest me, officer. Don't arrest me.
I just hope nobody arrests me.
Are you still an officer or are you not an officer now?
My licenses are active, but I'm currently disabled.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, I'm not. That's okay. I appreciate the concern, but I'd rather be on the outside looking in than on the inside looking out. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
That's not a pretty picture right now. And then what Seth was talking about earlier, Saskatchewan. I think he brings up a lot of valid points. Saskatchewan's a fantastic guy, and he has a lot of fire behind him, and he has a lot of great points. And he is right. We are a third world country, and we are losing a lot of our traditions, and we have lost our republic pretty much.
Yeah.
But if we start looking back just a little bit and we start wondering what's happening, he's trying to figure out exactly what it is that's happening. Well, we can just look back at history. In Tibet, 1950s, Guatemala, 1954, Cuba, 1959, the Democratic Republic of the Congo in 1960, Iraq, 1963, Brazil, 1964, the Republic of Ghana, 1966, Iraq, 1968, Chile, 1973. We can go on all day and talk about governments that the Central Intelligence Agency has overthrown. And now they've lit what's happening over there, and now they're lighting what's happening over here. And guess what? Everybody in Occupy Wall Street, guess what, guys? We can all put on ties, we can all get ready, and we can all occupy our state rep's office, do it correctly, and nobody's going to get pepper sprayed. Nobody's going to get shot with a taser. Nobody's going to get hit in the head with anything.
Yeah.
But that's just
with a tear
my
gas
opinion.
canister. They shot that one guy with a tear gas canister and put him in critical condition or something like that.
Yeah, they did, and that was done intentionally.
Yeah, Saskatchewan.
That's intentionally done.
He could have stayed on the line. You know, he must have thought that I meant for him to go. Hello? 425?
Yeah, One Iam.
Hijacker, what's up, my man?
Well, I just was testing. I want to see what kind of personalities. I'm trying to work something up on what makes good talk radio. And I'm noticing that there's certain personality types, if you mix those chemicals, so to speak, you come up with better talk radio.
Yeah.
So that's why I called. I heard Officer Rick, and is he still there?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I am.
Yeah. So I was just wondering, what does Debbie, One Iam, Hijacker, and Officer Rick mix look like?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir.
He's
so
wondering
talk
what
radio.
Talk radio mixed with us four on here sound like.
Right, different people. I wanted to call in with Saskatchewan, but he jumped out.
Yeah, I wish he had
that's actually a good point that you bring that up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Rick.
Okay, so it's a real good point that you bring that up. I'm sorry. Who is it that's bringing that point up? Your name?
Hijacker.
Hijacker.
Oh, it's you, Hijacker? Okay, fantastic, Hijacker. You know what I was going to bring up? I actually brought that up with my wife and my brother. I said, you know what would be fantastic is to get a round table. That way we can get some provocative thought around here. We can all start to have one end of what's going on, and everybody can start to put their 2 cents in, and maybe we can start to get our resources, pull them together, and figure out what's going on.
Amen. Amen.
Well, I think Saskatchewan's got it. What's going on is this is the end. We got a front row seat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing
Don't get me started on the end.
You know that thing is coming in, and it has mass, and it has 7 orbitals around it too. So it's really the end. Not only the economy.
I don't know. Terrell's coming up in the polls here. We're up to, 100 volcanoes now? Earth rocking and rolling?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's why
they brought up Virginia today. Somebody brought up Virginia, and that seismic activity in Virginia, they just went off the charts.
Yeah.
That looks pretty.
Georgia.
Yep.
I'll tell you what's going on. We just invaded a country where people owned their houses. They didn't have mortgages. People had free health care. People had free education. And generally, people were very happy and lived family-oriented lives. And that country is Libya. That's what I think is going on.
That's right. $50,000 just to start as soon as you finish your college, which is absolutely free. You get $50,000 to start your family, to start your life, to buy your own apartment complex, and then you actually have mineral rights within the country. They were actually giving these guys ownership to water, and somebody didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you about. They don't have that anymore. Right now, they're negotiating their oil away to foreign companies. They just basically got 50,000 people killed.
Yeah.
Yep. Iraq times 2.
Is that what we stand for? Is that why we elected these guys? I don't think so. I don't think the majority of people in our countries agree with that. And, I mean, they don't stand for us anymore.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Saskatchewan, I hate to be in your world because it must be like a fog. You must be in a world.
It's the reality. I've lived in Libya. Actually, I worked there for 2 years, and I experienced what life was there like every day. And I'll tell you what the media put on was the biggest propaganda since 9/11.
Yeah.
Well, we know all this, but what is the reason? What's causing all these things?
Population control. Those were people who were not yet controlled. They did not go by the Federal Reserve monetary system. The only country left in the world like that is Iran.
Yeah, but
I'm not talking about just Libya. I'm talking about when you look at the world. Do you understand how it's set up? What's really governing everything?
Nothing really.
Governing anything. It's not 1%. It's 1% of the 1%.
I think it's the Wizard of Oz behind that curtain.
Ain't nobody.
Yeah, what's governing is evil. Bottom line, what's governing is evil. Bottom line is evil.
It's the Wizard of Oz behind that curtain.
I mean, really, come on. Are we really being governed?
Hey, look, you go say.
You know what I said I'm going to do? I'm going to make me a T-shirt that says I'm mad, and I'll have a big old face with a mouth wide open on it, okay? Because I'm just mad about mad, okay? Because everybody's they're just like nowhere. They're just sitting here.
They can't get together and get anything done.
They're sitting here, and they're like just sitting there, and they're trying to figure out where do they go from here, and I can't even see my way to the left. I mean, it's just like, okay, people are knocking me about the Occupy movement, but come on, people, take a stance, and they won't kick you out the park, okay? You're just sitting up there having a big love fest.
Well, I'll tell you what, there are a few people taking a stand, and those people just got assaulted last night. One in the morning, cops came down with full riot gear and incarcerated the best we have, and those are the ones sticking up for the rest of us.
Yeah, it was about 1,000 or more cops.
But I'm saying, the rest of them is out there just having a love fest like we just here because you go out there and talk to them, they don't even know why they're there. You know what I'm saying? Have a reason of why you're there. Come together while you're sitting there and get a purpose that you can give this purpose a listed demand and say, look, this is what we need the banks to do. We need the banks to lower the interest rate. We need Obama to make the banks lower the interest rate so we can get back in our homes, so we can get something going on. You know what I'm saying? Have a common goal while you're sitting out there rather than just sitting out there dirtying up the park.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you guys have to agree?
Something.
Yo, tell them let me in.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Come on. Who is this? 404?
Oh, yes. I like the conversation you all are having. It's crazy how you're saying that these people are out there, protesting this Occupy thing, but it's like they don't have a plan. If you have a plan.
They have a very good plan. They have a very, very good plan, and that's to get people talking, because I'll tell you what, before this, people weren't even talking.
Well, we've been talking, but just not in a mass.
We're just not talking to each other then. Let's say it. And we've been talking, but we talk around each other. Like, let me tell you.
Well, we haven't been talking loud enough. We haven't been talking loud enough because we continue to be trampled on.
But there's no action with that talking.
I'm going to say this. When I took a stance about my alley, I couldn't get nobody to stand with me. But now everybody want to come up and say, oh, you a star because you was on the TV. We see you taking the stance. And the people that see me that didn't live in my neighborhood said, we are glad to see that you took the stance. But the people that benefited from it, they still hiding behind the doors of their houses like it ain't nothing happened and like ain't nothing happened. But it's going to be another stance because guess what? They coming back now. Now they're going to start ticking you for blight on your house. So that stance, I'm only going to fight for me. But I'm just saying, that's just how I took a stance by myself. And with Occupy Detroit, you don't, with Occupy any of these cities, if one person takes the lead and have everybody write down what they want and then go in and sit down and start telling these people what they want, they'll get some action. But just sitting out in the park, you're not going to get no respect. You ain't going to get nothing going on because you just sitting out there until it get cold.
You get some
because I watched it on the news. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You get some groupie love and some good smoke.
Yeah, like I was watching one where the executives in Wall Street were sipping on champagne while these people were marching because to them it really didn't mean nothing for them to be in the park. They didn't care.
They haven't went to them and said they wanted anything. They just sit down in front like, I'm going to sit out here. I'm going to sit out here. Well, if you're sitting out there for a reason because you need your mortgage rates lower, then write a list and say, this is what we are demanding. Send it to the president. Send it to the Congress. Send it to the Senate. Send it to all the people out there that need to read this and say, this is what we want as Americans, instead of just sitting in the park like, we're going to wait till they come to us because they ain't never coming to you.
Well, I'll tell you what they're achieving. I'll tell you what they're accomplishing without even having a list of demands. They're accomplishing something that's never been able to be accomplished to this date, and that's transparency. They have a 24-hour-a-day live stream being broadcast over the Internet from over 500 cities being occupied right now. And I'll tell you what, if you watch that, the story you're going to get from a live broadcast of the Occupy movements is very, very different than what you're going to read about or hear about on the news.
Yeah, well,
and that's what they're accomplishing. They're basically showing that what you're hearing on the news and on mainstream media is absolute bullshit.
Okay, but now,
I have a question, though. What is it?
When the cops get through kicking them out of all the cities where they at, what have they accomplished? Because that's what's bound to happen now that it's getting cold. They're getting tired of them sitting there. They're kicking them out of New York.
That's absolutely what I was going to say.
They're kicking them out of there. So after they get kicked out, what happened?
That's right. What did they accomplish? At the end of the day, what did Occupy Wall Street?
Oh, what other
No. Exactly. She's absolutely correct. Exactly. What exactly did Occupy Wall Street accomplish after all this is said and done? All they did was hurt the economy that's already failing in New York. They hurt the economy that's already failing in California. At the end of the day, when people start to get violent, because it's going to start to get violent as of tonight, mark my words, more than it already has. I'm well aware of all the situations, all the incidents. I'm following Occupy all the way around. When it gets much more violent tonight, at the end of the day, the only thing that Occupy will bring us is probably martial law in certain places of the United States.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I was saying.
They've been planning that for like 20 years now. Martial law.
Exactly. And you said like they got a live stream on 500 cities, man. That takes money. That takes technology. That takes a lot, man, to put that together. And I seen them all on one web page. Kevin had it on the video. He was rolling it down. I was like, who's behind this? Who put this together? Because it wasn't just them flim-flam guys laying out in the park. You know what I'm saying? They put that together.
And then you look at people like instigators. You know what? Right before Egypt kicked off, there was instigators, and you know what? They looked just like a fat, skinny version of Alex Jones. They're CIA. They've been there before. They're going to be there again. They're going to be pounding on their chest, pissing people off, getting everybody to do what they want. And when everybody gets shot with rubber bullets, these sons of bitches are there no longer. And then guess what? They end up with a diplomatic position somewhere that we never hear of again. They're rich, and guess what? They're off in somebody's, little cave or magic airplane or wherever the hell it is that they go. And guess what? Where were we left? In the same place. Occupy, you guys just put some ties on, clean the damn place up, get to work, figure something out, get a common goal, and get to work.
Listen, man, there's 49 million people under the poverty line right now. What are you talking about? Put a suit on and get to work? Man, people don't have a place to live. People don't have food to eat.
But you know what? let me say this. Still, okay, maybe they don't have to put a suit on, but let me say this. I took a stance by myself. Guess what? What I took a stance for is now fixed. I took another stance with my cable company. I called them. What they did was lower my rates, give me some more channel, come in and install another TV. Okay? I took a stance with my cell phone company. I got my bill lower for my cell phones that I got. I've been taking stances all by myself because guess what? Them sitting out there in the park ain't cutting nothing off of nothing I got to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, you got to ask yourself, where did all this come from? Where did the whole Occupy Wall Street come from?
I believe it's a spontaneous uprising, man. I think the internet has had a main play in this. Social networking has had a main play in this. People all around the world are starting to wake up, and people are starting to talk, and people are starting to realize that what they've been spoon-fed for the last 50, 60 years from the mainstream media is bullshit.
Yes.
There's so many documentaries out there.
They don't.
There's so many documentaries out there that
it's a 50-50 chance on that because, you know what? Just last week, a bill that really didn't need to be defeated here in Detroit on the election, it got defeated. Guess why? I went to vote, and I went to vote at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was the 80th person at my polling place. 80th. Out of 900 houses over here with at least 2 people living in each house, I was the 80th person.
What good does voting do these days? Voting doesn't do you any good. You can vote for one side or the other side, and the result is going to be the same.
All right, so what's your solution, Juan? You got to come up with a solution. What's the deal? Because Crow thinks that you're a hardcore anarchist. He says you want to draw us all into a civil war. So, I mean, what's your deal?
Yeah, actually, I actually have a question also.
I think that's putting words into my mouth. I don't think that's true at all. I'm not an anarchist. I'm just for freedom. And I think what we have right now is not freedom. When you have a choice between choice 1 and choice 2, and they're the both same thing, you live in a dictatorship, my friend. Wake up.
Yeah.
Well, what's your solution?
I don't think we're that far. I don't think we're that far into it, Sass. I disagree with that, Sass. I don't think we're in a dictatorship.
Crow can speak for himself.
In a dictatorship since Kennedy got shot. You have a president that wants to end the Federal Reserve, and he gets shot. You're in a dictatorship, my friend.
Yeah, what's your solution? Come on, man.
My solution is to end the Federal Reserve System. My solution is to continue talking and continue exposing the mainstream media for what it is and holding those people accountable. I think everyone in Congress and everyone in the Senate should go to jail because they've enslaved a nation. 49 million people is not a small amount of people, and that's just in the States. There's people all around the world suffering on a day-to-day basis because of this bullshit system. And my solution is to expose it for what it is and change it.
But if you were to say, give me 15 people to stand with me and let's go march on Congress or the White House, guess what? Nobody's gonna stand with you.
I'm there right now.
Do that. Nobody.
That's right.
And you got to ask why will nobody do that? Because
you need to ask yourself that.
Extremely brainwashed.
What they said over here. When I said I'm taking a stance, I'm calling a TV station, I'm going to be on news. You know, these people were scared of being seen on the news. Like, I can't show my face on the news. I'm a bounty hunter. I'm a bounty hunter. You a bounty hunter?
You know what I think is happening, guys?
Why are people afraid? That's what you got to ask yourself. Why are
people
you
know what, Seth? You know what?
The government has to work for the people, not the other way around.
You know what I think you need to ask yourself? I think you need to ask yourself one thing, Sass, is that look at the group of people that are awake around you right now. There's not too many of us here. And there's not, and if you look outside, everybody's absolutely correct. We can't wake anybody up anymore. They've decided to thin out the herd.
There's more people awake now than there ever was before, my friend.
That's absolutely true. No, I agree with you. Absolutely. But how many people are willing to take any action?
Millions of people worldwide. Millions.
Yes.
And the mainstream media has no choice but to report on it, because if they don't, people are going to start asking, hey, what the heck is really going on here? So they will report on it. They're going to put their spin on it all they want, but people are going to see through those lies, and more people are going to start realizing that. Hey, I'll tell you what, people in Greece realize that. If there weren't riot police right in front of the Greek parliament, those politicians in Greece would have been hung by now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and you know what, Sass? I'll tell you what, the majority of the people that are there in Greece are going to end up going the same way that they did in Libya. And there's actually videos of them. Do you know who shot the people in Libya? The first shots fired in Libya. Do you know who it was that shot those people?
No, who was it?
They were American contractors. There were American contractors that shot those people in Libya that were marching peacefully walking down the street. And I actually have a video.
Question. How can we go on our day-to-day lives living like as if nothing was happening here?
But wait a minute, Seth. Now I have a question for you.
Let's just keep voting. Let's just keep voting. We'll just keep
voting.
putting in the next guy, you know? You put in a guy
Hey, look,
that's going to
Seth,
promise
you
you
brought your point.
know what you're going to get? Another dictatorship.
You made your point, but now let me make a point, Seth. It's us. We're a small group of people. I think we can start to focus on each other. Try to wake up more people. I absolutely agree with you. And a lot of people have waken up. But I think we need to focus on a smaller community, the smaller community that we have now. Let's start to focus on what we can affect. Let's start to focus on what we can affect in our communities. Let's start to get with our state reps. And other than that, we need to be careful with what we do and careful with which way we're going to go. Because like I'm telling you, Occupy is going to bring about something that's really nasty, some type of martial law. You know, my father worked with the Hutto unit. That's not anything. It's not any kind of a joke in there. He used to talk about re-education camps. He used to talk about what that place was. I mean, you're talking about the guy that was in it.
We've been in it for a long time.
Yeah, and guess what, Sam? Guess what? How can we stop it? We can to a certain degree, but you can't go after a guy or you can't go after the government that has Apache helicopters, has intelligence agencies that can bring down governments. If they can bring down governments and snap, come on. How are we going to go after? How are we going to search it? How can we? Okay, wait a minute, Sash. Wait a minute. Look at this. You brought it up yourself. They assassinated Kennedy. You're right. They assassinated him before our very eyes, and they got away with it. And if they can do that to him, what can they do to us, Sash? Come on.
Hey, they can't do it.
Crow's right. Crow is right. I'm loving this.
Flying overhead of an American city, of a Canadian city, the second the military actually takes that step of firing on its own people, it's over.
You're preaching to the choir, brother. You're preaching to the choir.
Y'all, they wouldn't hesitate in firing on y'all.
They sure
wouldn't hesitate at all.
I'm telling you guys, I've been there before. I was there, and guess what? If there's a larger group of people, they tell us to protect something, we're going to protect it. I don't care what you guys say. I don't care if anybody says, well, we're going to have a couple of officers that are, oath keepers, and you know what? Your paycheck is always going to overrule the oath keeper. I don't care, or it's always going to overrule your Constitution. And it's an unfortunate thing, but that's just reality.
If the military wake up, if the unions wake up, it's over.
Yeah. Let me say this, that you're listening to Urban Revolution on Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. And Revolution Radio is a part of the Total Truth Broadcasting Network. That's at TotalTruthRadio.com. You go to TotalTruthRadio.com, you can get your own radio show. And some of you just talking right now, get a radio station, get it up and running, and start blasting, start blowing up this net, man, and waking up more people. You know, that's what it's all about. And
that's the key, because the revolution will not be televised. One Iam.
Will not be televised.
This is Saskatchewan here. Thanks, everyone. Peace out.
Right, but it will be on the internet. So hit that donate button, and give us a couple of dollars, keep us on the air, keep us blowing up this net, and telling everybody what's going on and letting you know what's happening out here. This is no joke, man. If it hasn't,
you know what? One Iam with Nighthawk. I would like for him to get on the air sometime, and then where I could just talk to him and ask him some questions about this $50 radio station, and kind of walk me through it, the numbers, how it works, lots of questions, and that way he can do a sales job, so to speak, by going through the information, because I do want one, but I have a whole bunch of questions, and I'd like to go through it. And I know I'm pretty sure
somebody can already contact you in the chat room, or if you hit the room real quick, somebody will get you all the info. It shouldn't be that big a deal. I'm pretty sure Kevin's already put out a video out that addresses most of that information. I'm pretty sure you can find it on his channel also. I'll listen to that right now. I'm outside.
Donna Devane and I talked about that today, and I talked about it with Nighthawk, putting the show together and talking about this radio opportunity and all the.
You did. You're already ahead of me.
Yeah, and all the problems and issues that we're having getting our stations up and running, and it might materialize because we've already discussed it, and it sounds like something that people are interested in hearing.
It's starting to sound like everybody's on the same wavelength. It sounds like everybody has the same ideas. We all came up with the same ideas. Saskatchewan and Hijacker all came on with the same idea of putting us all on. It looks like everybody's on the same wavelength. That's all I got to say, guys. Beautiful show. You all take care. Lots of love to you guys. Take care, okay?
Thank you, my brother.
Okay.
All right, yeah, it sounds like a beautiful show to do, and like Nighthawk has just got some great ideas, and he's putting them out there. And, he's blowing up Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com on the Total Truth Broadcasting Network, and that would be at TotalTruthRadio.com. Go over and check out that radio opportunity, and you don't have to be a truth teller. You can get on and tell lies if you want to.
That's what America is already doing.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what life is all about, a little friction. You know what I'm saying? You got black and white, you got truth and lies, and you got everything, man. And, it takes variety, in order to have a world, in order to have a mix, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And that's what makes it all exciting. It makes it all.
That the radio, this deal that Nighthawk's got, I'm noticing just the evolution of people, how the masses are getting a hold of the internet, and then you got a cell phone. You could talk to anybody anytime you want. Now you got the internet anytime you want with BlackBerries and those type of things. And now a person's got the capability to get their own radio station.
Yeah, I'm going to go on there and just play music all day.
As a matter of fact,
right.
I bought in myself to my own radio station. You can go over to blowupthenet.com. That's where I'm going to be starting up as soon as I work out all my problems and issues. And I'm going to start blowing up this net myself at blowupthenet.com.
What I'm worried about is that you're actually starting to see through all these different devices of humanity being freed. And there's so many people waking up and going sideways, and like what Saskatchewan says, that everybody's waking up. So just thinking from a strategic point of view, I don't think those bombs for a false flag are very far off. I think they're getting cornered. I think everybody's waking up. I think they're going to say enough of this stuff. This is crazy. This whole internet, all this freedom, people having their own radio stations now.
Right.
I'm looking at the false flag pretty quick. But anyways, the reason why I mentioned Occupy, you got to ask yourself, where did it come from? And we know how it started, right? And we now know that there was Soros was the first one to do it. So if I were to tell you that there was a white paper written 3 years ago, and that this person knew we were coming into a storm, an economic storm, and so the smartest thing to do would be get a nice smooth talker like Obama, and then once the storm started really hitting and people started really hurting, then what was supposed to happen was the Occupy people, the left wing, goes into the streets, and then to prevent it from being people against the government, the right wing was supposed to go into the streets.
Yeah.
Well, where did Gingrich? Gingrich didn't show up with his black shirts. The right wing didn't show up.
Right.
And so now the whole thing is melting, and now the police are dismantling it, and everything went sideways. I mean, that's what we're taking a look at.
Okay.
So I don't know where. It's uncharted territory now. I don't know where we're going to go.
Yeah. Just in time. Where do you think we're headed?
Hey, what's I am? How you doing? How's Miss Debbie feeling? I sense she felt real depressed.
Debbie, how you feeling today?
I'm fantastic.
That's.
I got a less stressful job these days.
Yeah, I haven't heard you yelling on the phone in a couple of days.
Look, I got a quiet job. I don't have to talk to people anymore.
Oh, aren't you lucky? Good Lord, I worked with the public for
all I have to do is research their problems and send them an email saying, look, shut up, you're not getting it.
You know, I think what a lot of people missing on it, and everybody, what are we going to do about this? How are we going to fix this? The answer is real simple, and it's probably in your back pocket or your purse. Stop spending all that damn money on all that.
We need a woman president. That's what we need.
Stop spending all that money on what you say,
on that crap you don't need. Don't be going out on Black Friday because the television tells you it's the thing to do because so-and-so's got so many televisions at $50 for the first.
Well, look, when you see that television at $50 and you know it's been like $200 the rest of the year, you're like, I got to get out and get one of those right now.
Because I do need that TV for my kitchen now.
Do you?
See how y'all is programmed?
But you know what?
Okay, you got a TV in the bedroom. You got a TV in the living room. You got a TV in the kitchen right now.
Right.
But you need that one. You need another one for the kitchen.
That one belongs on the back porch.
That one go on the back porch.
That one go on the back porch.
You got a 50-inch up there in Dante's room.
Right, but I'm just saying, I need a flat screen for my kitchen.
We need another TV.
The one in the kitchen is too big for where it's sitting at, and the grease from the cooking and stuff is going to mess that up. So I need a flat screen so I can enclose it in that little window area right there.
So you're going to push it back.
But this is, that's because I like to watch if I can't watch TV while I'm cooking him something to eat, sometimes I'm late in cooking. Because I have to see certain things on TV, like the news.
Oh, we better get you that TV then.
Yeah.
Oh, Debbie, you still watch the news? Are you serious? You still watch the news?
Well, I like to watch it just for, sometimes it's
She like to watch Wolf Blitzer. She thinks Wolf Blitzer is sexy.
Yeah, I like him.
She thinks Wolf Blitzer is sexy. Did you see that?
So sexy.
Now I'm wondering why in the hell she likes me.
Well, there's your answer just in time. People aren't going to wake up. I mean, what you talked about with the football thing, One Iam, people, they're just too much into beer, boobs, and balls. That's all. I mean, that's,
I watch the news every day. I really don't. But I do like HGTV, and I do like the cooking channel. That's why I want a TV in my kitchen.
Yeah.
And I like to see the Lions play on Sunday while I'm cooking dinner.
Bathtub while you lay in the bathtub sitting there.
I'm going to get one in the bathroom next.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sorry, One Iam. I didn't mean to blow that.
So I can watch my favorite movies with some champagne, with a pillow, and some strawberries and chocolate, and a hot bath.
Oh, I can see One Iam give me a dirty look already.
Oh, man.
I got the TV in the kitchen because I could talk them into giving me something.
Yeah, they actually gave you another cable outlet for free.
And lowered my bill.
And they lowered the cable bill after she got through complaining. And they gave us more channels.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you got to do.
Ripping us off in the first place then.
Right. And I haven't called back to complain about the guy that came out to install the cable yet either.
They must have really been ripping us off.
So, y'all have to wait and see what I might get.
Yeah, because these cable installers, they come out, man, and they hook up everything as far as you getting a signal, but then they leave the cables hanging everywhere. They don't tack them up the wall or anything like they're supposed to, man. It's like, I hooked it up. It's on you now.
And I didn't like the way he talked to me. Like, well, you should have had that decided before I came here. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, you should have got on that boy right. Oh, jeez.
I was like, well, I was working and I couldn't stop working because I was taking a supervisor call at that moment because, I do work from home. But I said, the moment I get a chance on this Friday, the cable company gonna hear that complaint.
Well, guess what? That guy had like 1,000 jobs to do.
I don't really care.
And
I don't really care. That's still nobody to talk to me.
No, you know how they overload you, man, on these cable jobs and everything.
Excuse me. Let me say this. The only reason why I was hesitating was because it was my decision to where the cable was going to go was based on whether he could install it where I wanted it or not.
Right.
So you don't walk in my house and disrespect me by saying I should have decided that before you came. Because if I decided it was going to go over there by the dishwasher where he told me I was going to have to take the dishwasher out.
Yeah.
Then what was he going to do? Take the dishwasher out and install it? No. He was going to complain.
Yeah.
So my decision couldn't have been based on or made before he got here and we discussed where he could actually install it.
Right.
Because let me tell you, there's been companies that came out here that couldn't even install it in the house, period, that you had to send away.
Yeah. Like TV One.
So, it's not like that. And I'm tired. And that's why I'm going to get that T-shirt with my face on it that says, with my mouth wide open that says, I'm not taking it.
Right.
It's going to be my picture with my mouth open.
The cable wars.
Well, listen. On this Occupy thing, where does everybody think it's going? I mean, it seems like they're all acting together.
Next spring,
Denver, Salt Lake.
I think it won't be there next spring.
I think it won't be there.
I think it won't make it through the winter. The winter would take it out.
When they kicked them out of New York, it's just going to start all these other cities to following suit. Because it's monkey see, monkey do.
And George Soros only put so much money into the damn thing, so it's about out.
Yeah. And, you haven't got to demand. I mean, if you demand anything, you got to demand from a position of strength. I mean, demand it, and then what? What if I don't do it? Then what? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is the blue pill or red pill. Well, the fact of the matter is these people have taken the red pill. These people are awake. Where do they go from there?
Well, yeah, where do they go?
All of a sudden...
It's like this. It's like I say this. If we could get everybody in America, just on, let's say on Wednesday, don't buy no gas. Do you know what would happen?
If. That's a big word for just 2 letters, girl.
I'm just saying, if we could just, let me see this. I see that vision that America can really be organized to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Me, myself, I don't think money can do it. I don't think money can do it at all. Personally, I think it's always, when you get right down to it, it's got to get nasty.
That's what I'm worried about.
Worth the darn.
Well, what I'm worried about is it. Yeah, I'm worried if that's going to go to a Mexican-style society. I think the criminality, these guys are going to start taking scores. They're going to start forming crews up.
Yeah.
I think they've seen the government as criminal, on horns, got horns, and they say, okay, is that the score? Are these the rules? I mean, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. It's they're going to start forming crews up and saying, look, we can't. I mean, if we can't protest, we can't change things, then every man for himself. And then what happens?
I want me a squad. I want me a squad of nasty goons. You know what I'm saying?
It's just we all been spoon fed in this materialistic world that we got to have every damn thing we want. And I got to have a TV.
I ain't got everything I want because I ain't got no $1 billion yet.
TV in the living room. I got to have a TV above the John so I could watch it while I'm sitting.
Yeah, okay.
Give me a break.
I want to be like Nini. I want to be able to say I'm rich.
Well, listen, I can tell you right now that those people, they don't believe that they got to have a TV above their toilet. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, these people want a job. I've bought too many storage units when I was in the business and watched whole families get all their stuff wiped out. These people just want a job. I mean, where are they going to go? That's what I'm saying. Where does the whole Occupy go? I mean, where are they going to go? Got no job? No food?
Chops. Yeah. No, I'm just playing. I just like TV. You understand what I'm saying?
I personally think the winter's going to just squash this whole thing out, and that'll be the end of Occupy. Yeah, in the East, it's really going to squash it out, and then, if it don't go violent, it's going to go away.
Well, let's go with Debbie's if. How about if everybody just stay home on Black Friday and don't buy a damn thing on the biggest selling day of the year for every corporation out there?
You know what, just in time. And I'll say this, I've been the biggest advocate of shopping, but you know what? That's one day I never, ever, 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 ever wanted to go shopping on. My favorite day to go shopping is January 3rd. January the 3rd? Yeah.
Why be
because on January 3rd, baby, they trying to get ready for spring and everything is under $5.
Everything?
Get any and everything. All the stuff that's been returned. Stop and think about all the Christmas stuff. Everything that was like 100% markup before Christmas on January 3rd. I'm serious. Go after January 2nd to the store and you will see. You will find the best deals on everything. It's the stuff that's been returned that people open that they don't want, or the stuff that they're got to get rid of because winter is now over and they got to move the market in for the spring. But in January they start putting out the Easter display. So then get ready for the warm weather.
You already got it memorized. My gosh, you got the holidays memorized.
Oh, I studied marketing. I studied marketing. I was getting a marketing degree. So I already know.
Debbie, what do you think? Do you think that it's going to be a Black Christmas? I mean, what are you guys buying for Christmas?
I don't
Tell me what you mean by Black Christmas. You keep using that term.
I'm dreaming of a Black Christmas.
Christmas is everything.
No. It's an economic term. No, let's not get racism in here. It's an economic term.
But to me, I don't.
Black Friday, Black Monday, Black Christmas, Black stock market drop. That's what I mean by it.
I don't think Dean Crosby
so you mean
was being
Christmas
racist when he said he was dreaming of a white Christmas.
Well, you know what? People gonna do what they gotta do. I mean, Christmas to me is overrated. Really.
Well, I agree. I just didn't understand what hijacker meant.
That's Jesus' birthday. How dare you say that?
It's overrated. Because the true meaning of Christmas is not to run out and spend $1 million. And I tell my brother that all the time because he got to buy all his kids stuff. And he got to buy them the best of stuff. And I'm like, Christmas is any day that you can buy what you want to buy and say Merry Christmas. It don't have to be December 25th. Christmas Day was supposedly meant to be together. And my mother has the true meaning of Christmas. She has a Christmas breakfast every year and invites the whole entire family. Extended family and everything. True. And it's the meeting of people and the meeting of minds and you socialize and have a good time. It's not about a gift you get.
Socialize and have a good time.
It's about you might get a gift and
what
you
about
might
Jesus?
Not. But don't
What about Jesus?
Jesus was born back in August sometime.
Okay.
That's another thing corporation did to all y'all. They got all these holidays matched out through the year. Find one about once every month.
I keep talking about Jesus. Nighthawk will come on here and jab slap me.
You got 4th of July.
Let Nighthawk come on and jab slap.
You got Valentine's Day. You got Easter. You got Halloween.
Yeah, but
you got what other 4th of July? I mean,
Veterans Day, Labor Day.
Labor Day. Every time you turn around, it's a holiday. It's a hallmark.
But Christmas is the big day, and that's where the businesses get 50% of their money. I mean, what are you guys going to buy? I'm just curious because I just think it's going to be
a sandwich.
I'm buying me a machete. You feel me? Just like in the movie. I want one just like he had. Machete.
No, I mean, you're going to spend a couple grand?
No. Why?
No.
Why? Why would we?
Because the truth told me to do it. Said, check it out. 50% off this weekend. Yeah, let's go. Get out that plastic. Let's slide it through it. Well, you got to pay for it.
Well, I mean, you're going to spend as much money as you spent last year?
I didn't spend nothing last year.
I didn't spend nothing last
year. Good for you. Good for you, too. I love to hear that.
I stopped celebrating Christmas like when my kids were like children. And they're in their 30s. You know?
And my grandson, it was come home.
Might be here in Christmas, but they got a new thing for this Christmas. They are going to find out an extra fee on the Christmas tree of 15%. Now, y'all know that's a tax, but they're going to call it a fee.
The Christmas fee.
On the tree.
Well, no,